Reigns and Lesnar are set to clash. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Friday, September 17th, 2021. This update is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us.
WWE.
The date is set for the next showdown between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. It'll happen on October 21st when WWE returns to Saudi Arabia for its latest Crown Jewel show. WWE announced the match on Thursday, but did not promise that Reigns will defend the Universal title. That's because he has a title defense against Finn Balor at Extreme Rules on September 26th. Speaking of that show, the Street Profits will get another shot at the Usos and the SmackDown Tag Titles at Extreme Rules. Their title match last Friday ended in a disqualification. As of Thursday night, there are no matches announced for tonight's SmackDown. WWE announced on Thursday that MVP suffered a broken rib from an RKO by Randy Orton on last Monday's Raw, and MVP, quote, is out indefinitely, end quote. Pretty Deadly are still the NXT UK Tag Team Champions. They beat Joe and Mark Coffey to retain the gold in the main event on Thursday's NXT UK. Also on that show, Noam Dar beat Kenny Williams to advance to the finals of the Heritage Cup #1 Contender Tournament. Emilia McKenzie beat Stevie Turner. After the match, Turner was laid out by the suspended Blair Davenport. There was also a vignette for Bailey Matthews, son of William Regal, only he now has a new ring name, Charlie Dempsey. There are 2 title matches on tonight's AEW Rampage.
AEW.
The Lucha Brothers defend the AEW tag titles for the first time against the Butcher and the Blade. Fuego del Sol gets another shot at Miro's TNT Championship, only this time, Fuego's new car is also on the line. Plus, Anna Jay versus The Bunny, and we'll hear from Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson.
Impact Wrestling.
We have 4 new matches announced for Impact Wrestling's Victory Road show. That's an Impact Plus exclusive coming up on Saturday. The Good Brothers will defend the Impact Tag Titles against Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Also set for Victory Road, Matt Cardona versus Rohit Raju in a no disqualification match. Tenille Dashwood versus Taylor Wilde. And Steve Macklin versus TJP versus Petey Williams. Petey caught TJP in a roll-up and pinned him on last night's Impact. Macklin took out both guys after the match. Also last night, Decay's Black Taurus and Crazy Steve beat Violent by Design's Rhino and Diener. Steve pinned Diener. Eric Young blamed Rhino for the loss, and Young and the rest of VBD beat up on Rhino. It appears he is out of the group. The team of Impact Champion Christian Cage, X Division Champ Josh Alexander, Chris Sabin, Sami Callihan, and Eddie Edwards beat the team of Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, W. Morrissey, Moose, and Brian Myers. Alexander pinned Myers with the C4. Trey Miguel submitted Matthew Raywalt. Knockouts champ Deonna Purrazzo attacked Miguel after the match. That drew out Mickie James, and she brawled with Purrazzo. Plus, John Skyler used a handful of tights to pin Laredo Kid.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
New Japan's G1 Climax 31 begins on Saturday in Osaka with 5 matches from the A block, headlined by Shingo Takagi versus Tomohiro Ishii. Also on Saturday's card, Tetsuya Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr., Kenta versus Toru Yano, Kota Ibushi versus Yujiro Takahashi, and Great-O-Khan versus Tonga Loa. A reminder, there is no new episode of New Japan Strong tonight. It is moving to its new Saturday night time slot starting this week.
Ring of Honor.
This weekend's Ring of Honor TV has Mike Bennett versus Red Titus in a Pure Rules match. Plus, 6 as of yet unannounced wrestlers will compete in a Pure Rules gauntlet. That is Just Pro Wrestling News for Friday, September 17th. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning. So please rate, review, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.